Hi everyone, welcome to Director's Cut, focusing primarily on film and animation. With me, Chong, on TVS, we inspire your world. Thank you for watching, and today we are very honored to have Harry Frederick, born in Kapit and grew up in Cebu. So he's kind of like one of the brightest Sarawakian filmmaker in the house. So let's welcome Harry, who had been studying engineering, but later on turned out to be a filmmaker. Let's talk to him on why such change happened. Let's welcome Harry.
Nama aku Harry Frederick. Asalku dari Cebu. Aku diada ke Kapit. Aku salah seorang film director dari Sarawak lah.
Okay, so seperti yang kita tahu Harry sebenarnya sebelum tu pernah belajar untuk engineering, untuk menjadi seorang jurutera, tapi akhirnya menjadi jurutera tapi menjadi filmmaker. Sebenarnya ini adalah satu transisi yang sangat besar daripada filmmaking daripada engineering kepada filmmaking. Apa yang sebenarnya menjadikan Harry berubah arah daripada jurutera kepada filmmaking?
Okay, filmmaking mungkin kerana di usia muda saya dulu suka melihat filem. Ya, sebab dulu akses pada filem kepada saya adalah TV station tempatan. Dulu ada contoh macam Dunhill Double, okay. And then contoh kita ada juga setiap petang dalam pukul 2 selalu di TV ada ditayangkan B-movie, American B-movie ataupun European B-movie ataupun kadang-kadang ada filem dari negara Iran. Semua tu di TV dahulu. Jadi itu adalah antara yang membuatkan saya dulu saya berminat mengenai filem. Selepas tu saya juga selalu menonton VHS, filem-filem daripada Indonesia. Itu yang akan berminat, ya, untuk mengenai membuat filem lah.
Walaupun masa saya ada YouTube untuk belajar cara-cara pola filem, tapi kita dah mula untuk berinovasi sendiri untuk pola sendiri. Cuba aja, tapi dengan percubaannya berhasil juga untuk pola filem. Kak Ya pergi belajar filem di akademi, kan? So dengan pengalaman macam ni akhirnya kita juga terlibat dengan banyak penghasilan video-video seperti music video. Antaranya kita sebenarnya telah menghasilkan sebagai pelopor lah music video IBAN yang mempunyai penontonan yang lebih daripada berjuta. Mungkin kita boleh kelakar sikit sebelum kita pergi ke career kita dalam perfilman kelak.
Okay. Nak saya memadah kami tu pelopor, bukan pelopor lah. Cuma kami membawa new direction in the music video. Contohnya kalau yang music video yang kita refer sini music video IBAN lah kan. So music video IBAN ni dia ada satu cara penerbitan tersendiri. Sebab penerbitan video kos untuk music video IBAN adalah sangat rendah. So that's why sebab tu setiap music video dia seakan-akan hampir sama, dia berada di satu lokasi, and then dia orang mungkin akan kadang-kadang ada orang akan komplain kenapa selalu di taman bunga. So apa yang saya buat adalah semasa saya masih menjadi student di akademi dan selepas saya tahun pertama saya graduate, saya banyak terlibat dalam pembikinan music video artis-artis Tanjung Malaysia sebagai kru lah. Di sana lah tempat saya belajar teknik, equipment, macam mana kita nak direct the music videos. Balik dari sana saya ingin mencuba sesuatu untuk music video IBAN. So that's how saya start. Saya cuba mencari siapakah kandidat untuk video. Saya perlukan lagu yang mungkin fresh, bukan kebiasaannya lagu IBAN kebanyakan adalah keroncong, joget, pop. So saya jumpa satu band rock Mungkin saya ingin cubakan dengan fast beat nih, macam mana video and menggunakan pengalaman, tapi bukan semua kita boleh lakukan di muzik video di Sarawak. Sebab kita kekurangan satu kru, satu equipment. Ini untuk balik kepada bajet lah. Badan saya melakukan inovasi sebab ke filmmaker macam seperti Robert Rodriguez. Dia sebab kami dari zaman student pun kita belajar macam mana kita nak innovate equipment, trolley dari mana nak dapat, kalau kita nak buat rolling shot, lampu mana kita nak create. So saya membawa a new concept of music video di Sarawak lah pada ketika itu.
Ya, okey. Dengan inovasi dan eksperimen, unsur-unsur eksperimen seperti kita pun memulakan sebagai pelopor untuk mengubah landscape perfilman maupun music video Iban di Sarawak. Okey, inilah yang kita dah cerita daripada saya. Kelak selepas kembali daripada iklan, kita akan berbincang dengan Harry dan seorang lagi pembikin filem dari Semenanjung untuk menceritakan tentang pengalaman sidaknya bekerjasama. So stay tuned, don't go away. We're going to talk to them soon. Hi, welcome to the show of Director's Cut with me, Chong, on TVS. We Inspire Your World. Today we are very honored to have Harry Frederick, the one and only Sarawakian filmmakers with us, and at the same time we have someone just as good as him from Penang, Nadiah Hamzah. Hi, Nadiah.
Hi.
Okay, just for information, Harry has been involving in a lot of music videos and now working on films such as being a DP, director of photography, directors, editor and producer. Meanwhile, Nadiah Hamzah herself is actually a director and producer. One of her films is actually a debut film called Motif, had also been screened in many film festivals and received receptions across Southeast Asia and even into the America. So maybe Nadiah, you can say hi to the audience in TVS.
Hello, people of TVS and people watching TVS. Hello.
All right. Okay. So we were actually inviting you to talk with us together with Harry about this collaboration because sometime around Malaysian Day, you were collaborating, two of you, to work on a small film, a short film project which was already screened in RTM and many other platforms like social media platform that showcase the Malaysian Day spirit. Maybe you can start with that. How this collaboration spark between two of you?
We got the brief for the job. It's a special video for the national celebration of Malaysia Day in Sarawak this year. So it was for a 2-minute video, sort of with a focus on Sarawak and the people of Sarawak. So the agency MNC Sachi had come up with like a rough script. So what I did was when I came on board the project was to get some people from Sarawak to help me because I'm from Penang, right? So I don't know anything about Sarawak, and I wanted to have a level of authenticity and and not get anything wrong. So that's why someone had recommended that I engage Harry. And then when Harry came on board, at first he was writing the story. Then it kind of just made sense to have him co-direct the whole project with me. So that's how it started.
Yeah, Harry, what have you had any co-directing experience before, and how did that help you to have this working relationship with Nadiah?
Me personally, I don't have that co-directing experience. Yeah, most of the time we do it on our own.
Yourself, yes.
Yeah, but then along some of my projects, I do have someone as my producer or my co-producer who work together with me. So maybe from there, I did learn how to do working together.
I heard Nadiah, you had actually co-directed before, and this relationship is not so sweet in that sense, but your relationship with Harry was very different. It was healthily developed, and it turned out to be a very good collaboration. Maybe you can talk about that, Nadiah?
Well, actually, co-directing is a very difficult thing to do, especially if both directors are visual and performance focused. If if their passion and inclination is towards performance and the visuals. Co-directing works when one director is probably not as technically capable, so you have like a technical director who will help with the shots and everything, but then I think both Harry and myself, we work on our own a lot, so co-directing is a rarity basically. So I'm not a big fan of co-directing because I'm a control freak and I like to have control over everything. But then I am aware in the particular project that I brought Harry on board with me, I needed somebody to guide me through the things that I wasn't sure of. So it really helped in that sense. So because there was that synergy, the working relationship was very amiable. We didn't fight at all. And like I had mentioned before, we were on the same page about a lot of things. So it was a good learning experience for me also.
I was expecting the fight between you because TV people are always looking for some kind of controversy to talk about.
I know.
but it didn't turn out. Okay, but how this relationship where Harry has to fly over, had to fly to Peninsula during the COVID-19 time, did that actually affected the process, or that actually just went out just so organically nice?
You know what? This was all before the whole fiasco of like the third wave started. There was like talks that there was like rumor that it was going to happen again. I was really hoping it wasn't going to happen, especially after the election. But all of this happened before the election. And then we were also worried if Harry had to quarantine. But then people coming in from Sabah Sarawak didn't have to quarantine. Right, Harry?
Yeah.
If he had to quarantine, then we would be screwed. Because he came literally 3 days before shoot or something like that. Yeah.
But before that, Harry had some... Just before that, Harry had some kind of communication with you through email. Maybe Harry, was that communication prior to the shoot actually help you for that? Or how did that lay out the communication and lay out the creative process between two of you? Maybe Harry, you can talk us through.
Yeah. When you say you expect a fight between both of us, it never happened because actually we fight before during the writing.
I see.
We fight there. I will be very, very strongly said, "Oh, this one cannot be done. This one cannot be done. You have to do this." It's during the idea conception and the writing process. Even we are having. I think when I arrive in KL, we have a one-day discussion on the script. This should be happen, and after this should be happen. And actually, towards the end, we agree this how it should be. This how it should be. That's why we're on the same page.
I do wonder, just very quickly, do your male ego somehow being challenged when you are collaborating with a female director? Because generally most of the male director will have these kind of issues, right? So did that happen?
For me, Nadiah is the better director than me.
No.
She has done the feature film, which I have done. But then I say that this is a very good experience for me to work to do this big. For me, this is a big shoot because it involves agencies and all this. A lot of people. Is a real equipment. All the DPs. All the big technicals there. Although I experienced this before when I worked with a commercial industry before many years back. So this is the opportunity that I'm coming back again. So that's why I love the way how we work. And it's no issue for me. It's a male-female thing. It's more like what we want to finish. What is we want the result.
Yes. Yes, a very beautiful story between two of you, someone from Sarawak and someone from the peninsula, working together to produce a project together. So soon afterwards, we are going to talk to them about how COVID-19 has actually impacted their work and how are they going to do for their future projects, and also what do they think if they can do some change for the industry. So stay tuned for TVS. We inspire your work. Welcome back to Director's Cut, together with Nick Chong on TVS, We Inspire Your World. Together, we have Harry Frederick from Sarawak and Nadiah Hamza from Penang. So welcome to two of you again. Okay, hello. So we have been talking about COVID-19 and how that actually impacted your production and maybe about your future project as well. Maybe very shortly, either one of you, maybe Nadiah, you can talk about how this COVID-19 had changed the way you do your production and probably your future project.
I mean, during the first NCO, like none of the, we weren't allowed to run any productions. And then that was the first time I had to familiarize myself with remote directing. So since then, I think I've done about 3 projects, all done remotely. It's also not something that I enjoy. It takes longer. But then after productions resume, I think it's pretty much like normal, except that you know we have to be masked all the time, and we try to follow a certain SOP. But you know, like during film sets, it's really like hard to toe the line, but you try the best that you can, you know, with sanitizers and everything, checking temperature. But then I think the most difficult thing moving forward right now is like we don't know what's going to happen in the next few months. You know, like the numbers in our country hasn't gone down. Actually, like yesterday was like a lot. So my biggest conflict is that, you know, I'm in the middle of writing a new feature script, and then like it's so hard to gauge like do I set this in a world that's post-COVID? Will we have that post-COVID world where we'll go back to normal? You know, everybody's expecting that with the vaccines, but you just don't know what's going to happen. So I think that's my biggest hurdle.
What will be your hope for a better film industry in the future? So probably if you can do some changes, or you're given the power to do change, maybe a magical power to do change, is that what you wish to see? Maybe more and more Sarawakian filmmakers around, so that you can just go on with the production without having to import someone outside of Sarawak to be in, or any other thing else. So that will be the so-called hypothetical question I would like to talk to Harry and Nadiah. So please, Harry.
Yeah, so that's where my problems comes in. When I want, if I have we have a human source, human resources for the crew, like for all the technical crew, production crews, actors, and a lot of other support crew, like also like post-production. These are actually really needed in Sarawak at this moment. And at this time, we are still at the beginning or the beginning stage, especially when TVS just opened recently. So we are at the beginning stage of producing more people to do the job. Yeah. So when we are starting in the middle of COVID-19, where in my when I'm going to do the production, I still need to bring my friends from Semenanjung, my friend from Sabah to support us here, because we are very small numbers of us doing this.
Understand. So in your vision, you wish that there will be more and more sufficient human resources in Sarawak, so that will be your vision of better industry that you are visualizing yourself.
I wish that my hope is that we can create more people, human resource in this work, and especially in the screenwriting, you know, the ideas. We still need Sarawakian to write for us, to tell the story to us, to shoot.
And
for
more
also
content.
Crews, production crews as well.
Yes. Yes. So you have mentioned about Borneo content and also the technical crew who are equipped with those knowledge and skills. Meanwhile, how about you, Nadia? I believe you have maybe slightly different vision about this. What do you think?
I mean, it's really hard to say this without having COVID in the picture. Like we were at zero cases, and I think things were looking up. I think like my collaboration in Harry's could have been like the first out of many. Then maybe people would have been more open to bringing in East Malaysian filmmakers here. At least they can have the experience, they can get the knowledge, and then they can bring it back to Sarawak, Sabah and Sarawak, and then like try to grow their community there. And then when we have people over there also, it's like an exchange of skill sets, which is very necessary and required for all of us to grow as filmmakers. But then having the whole COVID situation come in again, it's really it's sort of like have put a little, it's a stumbling block to this process. But I really hope if our government or the politicians take responsibility and maybe do something, and then if we can bring the numbers down back to zero, then maybe we can restart that again, start that effort again. I would be more because I'm interested in seeing how Bornean filmmakers also would shoot something here in their eyes. It's always different. So so I'm really hoping things will get better so we can all move forward in our lives.
Yes. It's very interesting to talk to both of you about your visions on how this industry can be changed and even improved for the future. And as generally, we believe that one of the best things to move forward is to have more and more East Malaysia and the Peninsula collaboration in the future. And meanwhile, we are polishing our skills and knowledge for script writing, for content and technical skills that we can move forward together. So very thankful to both of you, Harry and Nadiah, and also to all the audience out there. Thank you for watching us on Director's Cut TBS. Thank you again.